Good morning, traders. This is Ad Zeros. Can you guys hear me? Let's do a sound test. Good morning, traders. Hi, David. Awesome. Oh, can you see my screen as well? How was your weekend, David? Good morning, Lewis. How was your weekend? So, right now, the SPY is slightly positive, NASDAQ is slightly positive, and the interesting thing is that the 5 year and the 10 years treasury yields are negative, which are the good sign, but the 30 years treasury yield is moving up. So now it seems a bit mixed here. We need to see, we already have, as discussed, good morning, Vishnu. How was your weekend? So as we already discussed that the yields are very important for the market and now also the delta variant. So we don't know whether delta variant may cause the same panic as we seen previously in the corona, because but this is becoming a more and more as an emerging risk for the market to see whether what is going to happen if the delta variant spread. So we need to keep an eye on those information and data point to see a bigger picture and to understand where market is going to go. Right now is positive, it is what it is, and the Nasdaq is also positive. All right, a very nice breakout. A weekly on the weekly chart is making a bull flag, and if you look at the SPY, our SPY is also making a bull flag. So now let's look at the gappers. Do today we have some interesting gappers, and let's go and look one by one. So first one I think is an SQ, and SQ I'm going to tell you is going to be tricky to trade today. And the reason only why I'm saying it's gonna tricky to trade today, because SQ has a very good earning, but they're also acquiring a company. So there is a mix of feelings, and that's why it is gapping down. So now who is going to win is really gonna be difficult. And you can see from this from 15 minutes, pre-market to this point is completely sideways. The one gap down the first 15-minute candle, and after that is just sideways action. Doesn't want to break down, doesn't want to break out. So that is, I think, is going to be the interesting to see that who wins, and as a day trader, our job is to join whoever is winning. We do not need to be overly pessimistic, overly optimistic about the stock. Stock has a two contrary news, and now the investor need to decide what they wanted to do with this, right? So we will join them, whoever is the winning candidate. From the levels perspective, if you look at it, let's look at the daily first. You can clearly see that the high of SQ is $270, close to $270 on 267, and then now right now it is around 232, and low of this channel is 226. So right now SQ is in the lower side of the support, which is around 226. Right now is 239. And what we clearly see here is that the very good earning results, a lot of people have bought this. They wanted to see an upside movement. Now there is a contrary news around there that whether the stock they are acquiring the company, whether it's going to complement this organization or not, we don't know. We don't care. We just need to see the price action, and based on this price action, we need to act. So from the short-term perspective, these are the reasons. Let me just redraw for you guys so you can see. Uh, okay, so high of the channel is 240. Low of the middle of the range is between the over the VWAP is $236, which is you see there's some toppings, and then the support is on 234, and the low of the pre-market is 233. So that could be the channel for us to navigate when while we trading on it. Okay, so I don't want to short around 234. I'm not going to go long over 240 unless I see a clear setup. So since this is a gapping down stock, I'm not going to go the breakout trades. I'm not going to go breakdown trades because of the information I shared with you. Let's look at the next one. So next one is this was in my weekly idea. I posted on the Sunday. If you have not registered for the free blog, you can go on the website and register for yourself, so you can get the blog. Any idea if I share through the blog, and you can able to get that. So now let me quickly just check. If you look at the weekly here, the stock came from $14 to the $48. Right now, it is around churning around between 38 to $33. It's over 20% short float. Today, it was when I saw in the morning, it was gapped up 4%. Right now, it is gapped up 3.3%. And these are the signs, good signs for short sellers to cover their shares. Okay, the volume is not good. This is not a typical style to trade. Is only 2,300 shares, but given the gapped up, given the 20% short float, there is a good chance that it gonna get squeezed, and we might gonna get the good squeeze out of it. So we need to wait for a formation and to do that. So clearly we can say that the $35 is the support here, and then the next support we have on 35.50, which is kind of a resistance right now. So we need to look at these two levels very keenly. And as far as the stock is over $35 and we're going to get some kind of a momentum, this is going to be a good trade for us. So definitely I'm going to put these two trades on our watch list. Let me just bring the market so you can guys see as well. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so I just gonna put it so you guys see what we had so far selected: SQ and the CRCT. Okay, now let's look. Next one is look at the Tiger. And this Tiger is just going to be the early boomer, but the old JD, Baba, these is also, if you look at their weekly chart, they made the kind of a doji candle on their Friday. So they might be resting it, and today might be a day after the opening. We might see some kind of a momentum on upside or downside. It can go on the both side because I will show you in a while. So let's look at the Tiger first, and then we'll discuss the other stocks as well. So if you look at the Tiger, we saw that it came from $30 to $13. Last few days, all Chinese stocks came down from $20 to the 13.5. This was the biggest drop and the quickest drop, $7. And then the stock sharply moved up 18. It didn't show that much resilience than the JD and the Baba, and then moved back up, came down again, found the support on 15, and today it is 3.6% gap up. So now what I look at here when I'm looking at it on a 5 minute chart, I look at these 2 days together. Okay, I clearly see that on Friday the stock has a momentum, made the bull flag, tried to move up, but the 1685 was a resistance, and 1685 is a top, and then after that the stock couldn't move. Today it gapped up again, tried to break the 1695, and then came down, and right now is moving closely, slowly it is closing the gap. So now for me, 1640 and then 1630 is going to be it should be an important support. Okay, even we can give this much room, 1620 and these two going to be an important support. And if held this support and come over the 1670, then it is highly likely that it's going to break this resistance and it's going to break out. And that's the way I'm going to play. I'm going to go long close to the support, which is around 1650, 1660, and then I want to ride up right? But if the market opens and stock is already over 1670 and it breaks this candle, and if we can some kind of a nice formation, we can go long over 1690. So that is going to be the plan for us. Now let's look at the JD first before we move on. JD is not a gapper, as I said. These are you know continuation play, and you look at it s- on 22nd of July, it was 77. Then on 27th of July, it came to $61, almost $17 drop. Then it recovered everything on the same week, and right now it is on 72, which is almost $5 below that where this move has been started. So it covered almost more than 80%, 70% of that move, right? Right now it is on $72. Now the question is that whether JD wanna move above this 72 resistance and wanted to go up all the way where the move has started, or that is it. That's the bounce, and now I'm gonna continue the downward trajectory what it was doing because it was sharply came down. That's why you saw it sharply gapped up. So I don't know. I don't know. We need to wait and see, and wherever whoever is winning, we need to join the party. Okay. So if the longs are winning, we and it go over 72, we can join them. If they're losing it and the stock comes down below 70, right, they lose the support this area, then we can join them. So for now, 5 minute chart, if you look at it, let's draw some support. It's clearly $71 is a nice support. Another support we see it's on 7140, and now we need to see that whether it hold that support or it close the gap, come to 7090 and then move back up. It can do anything, so we need to wait. So I'm not going to be in hurry in shorting or going long JD, right? Because it can be tricky. It can be tricky, right? You see here yesterday it chopped around too much and then moved down as other Chinese stocks moved down. So we need to look all of them together. And if you look at the Baba, just to show them to so that you can learn, you can see a similar chart. Okay, look at this. It was 214, came to 180, moved back to 200. Now it's coming. Now it's also in an important level. As JD was on 72, it is on 200 level. Now whether the Baba can hold this level and move above, everyone gonna join. And if the Baba move over 200, that could be a signal for us to see the JD is also going to move up as well. Guys, I was gonna really appreciate if you guys give a thumbs up. I see a lot many people are online, and I really appreciate if you guys give a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to channel, please do subscribe to my channel. And we are trying to build a small community. You're welcome to say hi and stick around. And if you have any questions, you can always ask, and I will try to answer those questions. So we can look at Baba and JD together. I might gonna trade JD, but I'm just gonna look Baba 2 on my screen just to see, because if Baba cross over 200 is a signal that the Chinese stocks might gonna move up, because Baba and JD is in the internet service company, so we have a potential here as well. Now look at the another gapper which we have is LI. LI and XPEF. I think both are Chinese e-companies and they both are gapping up. What's Neo is doing? Neo is not gapping up. I don't know what's the news, but LI is gapping up. Let's look at the LI on the daily chart. High is 48, came down to 26, further came down to 15, moved back up to 37, came back to 26. Right now it is on the close to the breaking out of this channel. Whether it's going to break out today, I don't know. Okay, we need to see what it does. Right now volume is 800,000, 4.7 percentage gapped up. Everyone looking at it. I don't know what's the news here, but it looks really bullish. Look at this last few days. It's just moving up. And yesterday I mean the Friday was a very solid bullish candle. Today it is gapping up. Usually when the stock have this big bullish candle, it may try to rest the next day, but this is again gapping up. So it is what it is. We need to see that whether it can continue over $35 or it can come down. So for me, I'm gonna mark this as a resistance as a 35.15 or $35, and I really wanted to see the stock really forming and holding that 35 level before I go long over that. I'm not going to go just one time breakout and I'm gonna go long. No, you might it's just gonna go touch and then come back quickly, okay? Because you look at it, there's too much resistance. Even you tried on the pre-market, look at the good volume came in. It's not on the 5-minute chart, 155,000, the biggest candle. But moment it touched the 35, it came down. So it's mean that this is the key resistance with the volume, price and volume both are supporting that resistance. So we need to be very cognizant before we join on the breakout trade for LI. Okay, so I'm gonna mark the support around 34.50, and this is the resistance which I'm gonna mark 34.88. Okay, now let's look at the XPEF. Hi Bridget, good morning. And let's look at the XPath. So XPath, if you look at it, kind of a similar. What I really noticed in especially this Chinese EV sector, when they're gapping up, they are usually weak. When they're gapping down, they are strong. So every gapped up, they usually been sold, and every gap down heavily bought back. So we need to be very careful to see this. So yeah, so we need to be cognizant of that fact. I've seen many times. This is uh, very typical for the EV sector, that all gapped up are being sold and gap downs are being bought back. So with this fact, I'm not gonna be make you biased from any side, but just be keep yourself open and see clearly. You see here, it's also have a resistance around 42, 80, 49, and that is going to be the resistance for us as well. It has a support on 41.95. There's another resistance on 42.50. I want to mark this one around that, and we'll take it that way. Okay, now Bridget has a VXRT and ON. Let's quickly check that. VXRT. So VXRT is 12.9% up, almost 2.2 million shares. Very nice, looking nice. Okay, now look at this VXRT. Okay, it has a tendency when it breaking out, it go all the way to 25.50, right? This is a highly speculative stock. Uh, in the beginning or end of the April, it moved to the $11.40 and then came down. Then it tried again on the June and it came down, right? It seems to me that every time it gapped up, it's tried to move up but never hold the returns and then just come down. Now, uh, what is going to do today? I usually don't like trading these kind of stocks because these are just the momentum stocks. You need to be lucky that you bought at that time and exactly at that time is popped. I feel like you need to try a couple of times to see whether it is moving up or not. And but if you trade this kind of a stock, for you is for sure is an 840 is a resistance and $8 is a support. Mark these two, and if stock moves up around that, you have a room to go all the way to 860. And if it cross 860, then 2 days ago level is almost up to the $9. So you just need to play level by level. You can expect it's going to go up or not every time it move up to the next level. You can either partial it or add to the position and do accordingly. Okay, so right now it is clearly holding the $8 support. Let's look at the ON. So ON is breaking out. What is the share cap company size of ON? Let me quickly check. So market capitalization is 16 billion. Not bad. Semiconductor. And is this breaking out uh, because of the other companies in this sector are also breaking out? Is because of the AMD is breaking out, and that maybe it could be that way. It could be that. I think it looks interesting, this one, but it's already moved couple of points, 10% already gapped up. But looks very interesting. The is a nice company. It has an earning today or no? Earning is already been done on July 27th. Okay, so let's mark this level. I think this looks interesting. We can put into our watch list. Looks interesting. I think it could be a play related to the semiconductor sector. Look in AMD sector, right? So AMD is moving up. Yeah, last 2 days has a very big days for AMD. I think that could be the reason. Um, if we look at this on the daily again, I just wanted to re-look at it daily. Clearly, this was a level 42, 42, 38, 42 level, which has now just broke down from 39 to 42. Usually, this stock doesn't move that much. It's just going to be in a very, very good news. What is the news on this stock, Bridget? Because this stock, I don't see any big candle in the past many, many years. So this is very unusual for this stock to move that much. Is someone acquiring this company, or because if you look at the size of the candle, I don't see the size of a candle in the past. It should be very positive news. It should be a very strong catalyst here. I think let's keep it. Seems to be a catalyst news, and it's really holding 42 is going to be the support for me as well. And and I don't know how far it's gonna go, but we'll see. All right, guys. Any other stock you guys want me to look at it before let me just refresh the scanner if I anything else to look at it. We already discussed the CRCT. Uh, keep an eye. Um, the Wayfair, which is W symbol, also keep that. This was a weekend idea. I'm gonna keep that in case it hold that level and break out. Is a little expensive and spready stock, so be careful while you trade. Um, I'll quickly see. So no other. There's one more gapping up stock, which is Sawa, which is gapping up 10% today. And why it is gapping up? It may be just a dead bounce. After these two solid losing days from 150 to 70, half of the price today maybe is gapping up, right? It has a beautiful support here. I don't know what it's going to do. This is always little spready to trade. Um, we can definitely mark that level, and we'll see. Maybe secondary list, I'm gonna put that. Okay, what is we have? Do we have any other stock gapping down? No, we don't have any other gapping down right now. Even the square right now, it is only 2%, so it's climbing up. As I said, it could be tricky. The stock is going to be tricky whether it's gonna keep all of this and or not. All right, guys. We guys gonna really, really appreciate if you give a thumbs up. I just want to do a quick promo before we end. I do all my scanning using a Finviz, and if you wanted to learn how do I build my scanning criteria, how you can build the same criteria and filter for yourself, I am organizing a workshop. It's only $15.99 on August 7th. You're welcome to join, and you're going to find the link below the video, on the description of this video. You can come and join, and I'm going to teach you how you can build your scanners, how you can even backtest some of your strategies if you use some of the indicators for that. What are the important things in the Finviz you need to look at it before you select any of the stock for your trading. So I will discuss all of these good points, and if you're interested, you can come and join. There's also promo going on if you want to trade with me on a live for a week is only $24.99. You can come and do a test drive with me, and whatever the discuss and ideas we have discussed, I gonna trade live. I gonna coach you at the time what I'm trading, why I'm trading, what I'm looking at it. All the discussion gonna happen is only $24.99 for 5 days. If you are interested, you can also find the link in the description section. And if you have no more questions, then we can take a leave. And if I do some good trades, I'm gonna make a recap for you guys. Otherwise, gonna see you tomorrow. Today is Monday. Just be careful and trade slow, and take your time before you execute any trade. Go green.